What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss E, and I'm back at it again with another video. I'm here to tell you guys about everything I learned about my true South by experience this year, my first true experience. I kind of went last year in 2015 and kind of didn't know what I was doing. And so going back this year was definitely a big deal because I actually got to attend with an interactive badge. What? So big ups to my job for that interactive badge because I learned a lot of great things that I'm continuing on in my life and my job. So let's get it. So I'm breaking this up into 3 pieces: plan, prepare, and party. Okay, there's a smart way to do this and a not so smart way to do this. South by Southwest is long. Okay, it is not a quick 1 day, 2 day, or 3 day festival. You're in for basically a week. This is a long festival and I wanted to do everything I wanted to do. So the first thing you have to do is plan. Okay, so go online, figure out what you want to do, RSVP to as many things as you can RSVP to. I have a few links in the description. RSVPster, I am not paid by them, but they did help me out with going ahead and RSVPing me to some great parties that I was able to go to, especially Hype Hotel. Big ups to Mazda. You guys killed it. So what I did was that I got my little notebook and I literally wrote down for each day, like what I wanted to do and who I wanted to see and the times. So to let myself know, like, this is your plan. This is what you're going to do. And you definitely have to be strategic because it might be a long walk or a drive between these. So make sure that you utilize things like Lyft. Not paid by them either, but Lyft was awesome for getting me around the city. If it's more than a mile, I'm not walking. You need to protect your feet. So you need to plan your wardrobe accordingly. Make sure that you carry a light jacket with you and some really great walking shoes because you're going to be on your feet. And you want to plan to carry a decent bag. This bag worked wonders. I got this years and years ago. This backpack purse is nice and water resistant, and it has plenty of pockets, including this hidden one if I wanted to put anything that was especially personal. What is this? Is this a sticker? Anything is possible. Perfect. Love it. So you need to have a backpack. Why? Because you are going to prep yourself before you go. So that was planned. Now time to prepare. Time to prepare. You need to go grocery shopping. You need to go shopping, okay? You need to make sure that you have some good healthy snacks with you because there's going to be tons of free food that's not the best for you. So I'm on a low sugar diet. I try to find things that are low sugar whenever possible. Trader Joe's just came out with these awesome granola bars. They're kind of just like Kind bars. So if you can get those, hit those up. Get some good protein. I made sure I carried protein with me because you want to keep your energy up, and it's got a little bit of fiber in there too. And you know, it never hurts to just have, you know, cashews or almonds or just a good healthy fat with you, a good nut, so that you can sustain through all of the South by madness. And by madness, I mean people. You want to prepare yourself by going through and figuring out what you want to go to. So in that notebook, I also wrote the panels. You can use the app. The South by Southwest app was really helpful for me this year. If you're analog like I am sometimes, you can just go ahead and write everything in. But you want to make sure that you get everywhere 30 minutes early. I know it's hard. It sucks. But you want to get there 30 minutes early to make sure that you have a seat. That's at concerts, that's at panels, that's at award shows. Everything, girl, okay? Or boy, everything. Make sure that you get there 30 minutes early. Also, make sure that you have some notebooks on hand so that you can take really good notes. So that's definitely a part of your prep. I prepped a book for networking. So if you're there to network, you're definitely going to want to have a place for you to put all of the people that you meet. And so I'll show you a little example of what I do without like putting somebody on blast. Okay, this is a music artist, so I'll use him. So in case you're like reading this, but basically I put the card in here, and I also do a digital version on my Evernote. I take a picture of the front and back of the business card, and I write down where I met them. And so I met him at the Spotify house, and he makes great future soul music, and I write down my activity with them afterwards. I'll go into more detail about my networking tips later, but that's just a quick, easy way to keep track of all these fantastic people you meet at South by. All right, so now that you have planned and you have prepped yourself by making your book and prepping your bag with all your snacks, now it's time to party, boo, okay? So there's tons of websites that have all of the listings of all the RSVPs. Just RSVP to everything. RSVP. Just do it. Just do it, okay? Because even if you don't even go, at least you have the RSVP in case you go. And if you didn't RSVP, still go, okay? Still go. Just act like you're supposed to be there. And, you know, sometimes it works out. Majority of the time it probably will. So just walk in like you're supposed to be there. Even if you hear about a party last minute, you never know, okay? You might go in and meet somebody awesome. If you want to do events like the Spotify house, make sure that you are there more than a half an hour early. You will have to be there crazy early if you don't have a badge. If you have a badge and you're lucky enough to be in that special line, you won't have to worry about it as much. I'd just be there 30 minutes early. They had really great snacks and things there. So I highly recommend Spotify House. Hopefully they'll do it the same next year. Stubbs was awesome. I really enjoyed Stubbs, but there was not a lot of great food selection, and the drink situation, I wasn't personally feeling it. So great artists at Stubbs, but definitely needed to have more of my own snacks. And then you also need to know the rules. So when you're going to party, like at Stubbs, you are not allowed to have a camera with a detachable lens. And I totally tried to bring mine, so I had to go back to my car in a lift and then back. Honey child. That was not cool. So make sure that you know the rules as soon as possible. You know, just ask somebody with security when you walk up, like, hey, is this cool? I got an umbrella. Is that all right? Find out so that you're not stuck out, you know, outside while everyone else is inside. Or you have to go all the way back to your car and put it away, which is also not fun because most likely you're parked really far away. So another piece with the partying is that you need to make sure that you stay hydrated. Austin is hot and dry. I don't care if it's raining outside. It's hot and dry in Austin. You need to drink as much water as you can, and you need to pace yourself with the alcohol. There's so much free alcohol everywhere. You can't be drinking it left and right. So if you are on a workout plan where you're trying to gain muscle, you might just want to do one drink a day. I'm serious, because alcohol isn't good for, you know, muscles like that. And for me personally, my first initial rule were 2 drinks per party maximum. By the time I got to my 4th day, it was like every other day you're allowed to have 2 drinks for the whole day, because having a hangover is not going to mix well with trying to make it to your 9 o'clock panel the next day. Not gonna work. So make sure you pace yourself. I'm not saying, you know, no drinking while partying, but you really want to, you know, sip it a little bit slower and think about the long game. Making it to the last day is very hard. I did not make it to my last day of concerts because they were Sunday at midnight. That did not happen. But I was able to make it to all the awesome gaming panels and the video game award show that they did. That was amazing. And so I really feel like having a good healthy eating plan, if you can, juice, and do your smoothies before you leave the house. Make sure you make them yourself. I made the mistake of getting some store-bought ones that didn't have as much nutrients in them, and they were also high in sugar. So you might want to use South by as a time to cut back on your sugar intake and then take a few of those emergencies to keep your immunity boosted up. All right, I think that's everything. I tried to just go through this real quick. One take diva, that's how I do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to check me out online on Facebook, Miss E fan page. That is facebook.com/Miss E fan page. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and the Snapchat at Ask Miss E. That is ASKMISSE. I hope to talk to you guys. Leave comments below. Tell me who you like the best at South by. Tell me what you enjoyed, what you thought was like crazy awesome. I had an amazing time, and I hope that in my next future video or link or somehow I'll share all the pictures I took at South by with you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. And once again, as always, peace, blessings, and balance. What? Just all the snacks. All the, well, you don't want that one. All the fiber. Do you need some fiber? I ain't paid by none of these people, okay? So please, no, okay? Ain't nobody paying me, okay? Yeah. Make sure you plan, boo. Plan. Because if you don't, you're going to be tired, you're going to pass out, you're going to be upset.